Good day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to it. Welcome to it to another video once again, right, guys? I'm feeling a sharp pain right here. You know. All right, all right. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. So, guys, today I just want to emphasize on this point. I want to emphasize on this point, Juguti. You need to design your life. You know, that's the thing about this is that a lot of people are going through life on autopilot. A lot of people are going through life with no map in their hands. Understand? You know, I used to play Call of Duty back then. Understand? Of which I still do play it now, but sometimes. But then, when you play Call of Duty, you do see a map on the side, on the corner, on your left hand corner or right hand corner. Understand? It guides you. Understand? But that's not the point, really. Understand? The type of map that I need you to design, it's the map of your persona. Understand? The map of the person that you actually want to become. Understand? Right? The map that you will plan, for example, this year to 3 years from now, who do I want to become? Understand? In 5 years from now, who do I want to become? Understand? Right? So I want you to design that map. Understand? Because that's the thing about us people is that, like we normally take the default life that we have actually been given. Understand? Right? And forget about our inspirations, our passions, our goals, that we want to achieve in life. Understand? Right? And rather focus on the survivalist mindset. Understand? Things that we need to actually have, right? Our needs and wants. Understand? That we have to have so that we can actually survive in this world. Understand? But then the time we were still young, we had all of these ideas, all of these dreams, understand, on who we actually want to be. But along the way, we forgot. If you can ask yourself, why did you forget? I know there's a lot of things that are happening. Understand? That's why I shared on my last video the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is very important, guys. I need you to go back there and actually watch that video. Understand the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Understand? You need to start on self-actualization and actually go down. Understand? Right? You need to focus on self-actualization while you are aware of the needs that are on the bottom line. Understand? But we're not there. Today, I want us to focus on you designing your life. I want us to focus on you designing your life. This is very important, guys. Understand? You need to have plans. You need to have things that you need to achieve in whatsoever years. Do you understand? So, in designing your life, I came with like a framework, understand, that I got from the book that I was actually reading. Actually, it's an article, really, understand, that I read, understand. So this article was very interesting, guys. Let me try to open this tab. So this article was very interesting, guys. The writer shared on the seriousness of designing your life, understand, and having like a roadmap, understand, right? And within that roadmap, you can probably have like a timeline or a framework, understand, within that roadmap, understand, right? And have things that can actually guide you. For example, you can have the formulation, how you're gonna formulate it, the implementation, how you're gonna implement it, the monitoring phase, how you're gonna monitor it, and in the evaluation phase, how you're gonna evaluate your life over time, each and every single month. Understand? Right? So you designing your life, it's all about you having this thing in mind that you are in a game, you know? So I know a lot of people will say, come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on. Like, be serious now. This is life that we're talking about. I know, man. I know. But then, you know, during the times when I'm alone and reading my books and studying and doing self-education, I always ask myself questions. Understand? And there was a time whereby I asked myself a question that, how can I actually define life? And there's only one thing that came, right? Right? You can think like a scientist, you can think like an engineer, but then how can you actually explain life for a young child who is probably 7 years old, 10 years old, 16 years old? Understand? For that person to actually understand life, what is actually life. So according to me, I was like, life is a game. And it ties with my Things in podcast, that I'm actually, working on to share with you guys, that is called Life is a Game, Finish the Mission. Understand? So that's a definition, that's a simple definition that I came up with. Understand? For me to actually understand life. And I was like, okay, if life is a game, then what should I do? I should actually design my persona, design the person that I actually want to be. Understand? Right? Like, it is shown on our everyday lives that life is similar to a game. The clothes that we wear, the hobbies that we choose. Understand? What you like, I cannot like. Understand? What you want to fulfill, I cannot fulfill. Or maybe I don't want to fulfill it. Understand? So all of those things, they add up. Then I was like, okay, it's fine. I take it. Life is really a game and I should finish the mission. But which mission am I talking about? Because I don't have a blueprint. I don't have a blueprint on my hand, or maybe a blueprint that I've written down to actually fulfill that life. Understand? And have something that I'm actually looking forward to. Understand? That I can actually call a purpose. Understand? So this is very important. Then it comes to this, that design your life. It's very important. It will give you this energy, this effort, this patience in each and every single thing that you do. Understand? In each and every single thing that you do. Understand? So without talking too much, because I know myself, I can babble until the end of the day. And I don't want this video to be long, because I want you guys to click on this video and learn this. Understand? So to design your life, right, we start with what we call design. Understand? What do you design? You design your persona. You design the person that you have to become, or you want to become. Understand? Either personal, or either in a business standpoint of view. Understand? But for now, we're talking about personal. Understand? Design the type of persona that you want to be in 3 years. Design the type of persona that you want to be in 5 years. Design the type of persona that you want to be in 10 years. Understand? Think long term, not short term. Understand? Right? There's the videos that I always teach about delayed gratification. Understand? It doesn't have to do with this, but then I'm just saying it. Understand? Like, think long term. Understand? Don't think short term. Understand? So design your life. Understand? You need to design your life to a point that when you have designed it, right, you have to make sure that your habits match the current life that you're at. What do I mean by that? Understand? Say, for example, you want to be a pilot. Understand? The habit that you can have is probably to watch videos on YouTube that have to talk about, being a pilot. How do you control, airplanes? Understand? So those are the habits that actually lead you in actually integrating this design into your life. Understand? Right. And then for you to have this life, obviously, there's something that has to change. Understand? There's something that has to change. And what is that? Understand? We all have what we call an identity. So your identity, the life that you're trying to change right now, should match your new identity. Understand? Right? Isn't you designed and then you changed it? What do you change? You change your identity. Understand? Right? And then the life that you are working on should match this new identity that you have changed. Understand? And what will happen is that when you have changed this, is that you will react and have a new sense of self within reality. Understand? And have a new sense of self within reality. Understand? And what will happen when you change that identity is that you will meet your new destiny. Understand? You will meet your new destiny. And so what will happen here is that your reality and your new destiny will meet. So guys, this is an easier way for you to change your life for the better. You need to design your life. Understand? You need to design your life. This is a secret. This is a secret. Understand? This is the secret that a lot of people who you see as great people, understand, they do this each and every single time. They design their life. Understand? They design their life according to the career that they've chosen. Understand? According to the profession that they have chosen. So it's time for you to do what? To design your life. Man, from me, Olutunzumela, I will see you on my next video. Man, peace out. See you next time.